Well, hello, Corey Riker. How are you today?
Doing good, doing good.
Well, according to the magic of the interwebs, we are live. We are live.
Beautiful.
I think we are live on my LinkedIn page. We are live on my Facebook page and Speak with People's Facebook page.
Good, good.
It
Hello,
did
mom.
not it did not like me to be live on Speak with People's X page. So I'm gonna have to call Elon and get that worked out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Make sure. Yeah. Let them know and tell them to look at some other things too.
I love it. Well, hey, we are today is kind of crazy because today we are going to launch for the next like 8 or 9 Mondays. There's going to be a webinar every Monday that Speak with People is going to be offering our listeners, our audience, the interwebs, an opportunity to learn and grow together from an industry expert. And you've done a lot with client communication over the course of your career. What would you say early on was one of the biggest problems that you faced head on that maybe you didn't even realize you were doing, but it was messing all up for your business?
Yeah. So in the beginning, when I first got into like the industry of like just working with clients, is one of the things that I think a lot of new salesmen or professionals do is that they look at sales or contracts or things from their own pocket. Right. I did that a lot. Right. I looked at my own pocket and was like, well, this is big. This is a big ask, or this is a big sale. Like, which I was only just limiting myself. Another thing that I think I struggled with was I limited myself all the time. I never worked up to my true potential and what I knew I could do. I did of what, hey, like this looks realistic to me, right? So that was a one thing that I was already kind of setting myself up for failure. And then I would say, lastly, is relatability.
Mm.
I always thought that I couldn't relate with somebody, but this is the thing, like. There is going to be a lot of things you don't relate with somebody on. That is why you ask those open-ended questions to find something to relate on them with.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, isn't it amazing? We could just keep going. And all of a sudden we wake up one day and we're like, oh, okay, that's why things weren't being as successful as hoped because I didn't pay attention to what was happening. You ever, I know I'm putting you on a spot here.
Yeah,
Have you ever said anything so ridiculous to a client that the moment it came out of your mouth, you just wish, what the heck was I doing?
yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea because I'm not afraid. You know me. I'm not afraid to say anything, and it's. I'm in this place in my life where I'm like, like I'm me. This is me. I'm a jokester. I'm straightforward. And sometimes I'm like, man, Corey, you could have just shut up. Like you could have just stopped talking because not everybody has your humor or shares your, what you think. And I am that person every day.
Yep, absolutely. I think one of the biggest mistakes that I'm I'm trying to correct so I have systems in place to make it. But the other day, a former client reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, are you free May 1st? I need you in Oklahoma." I'm like, "I'm there. I'm there. Let's go to Oklahoma." And he's like, "By the way, long time, blah blah blah." And I went, "Oh man." Like the fact that he had to say long time, I was like, "Okay, now my industry is a little different and probably what you experienced in real estate, maybe not in your financial services because that's probably more of an ongoing communication, but
Yeah.
like for a
Yeah.
lot of times my clients, I have tons of communication with them up to the event, and then I speak, train, and then I'm done. And then
Yeah.
I'll be honest here for a second, it's harder than heck sometimes to get them to pay attention to me after the event.
Yeah.
but But it that opened up my thing the other day. I was like, okay, shoot, Jason, I need to make sure that I have a good drip system so at least they're hearing something from me in some sort
Yeah.
of way. Because probably your financial clients, you got, there's more like ongoing. Your real estate, it
Yeah.
was probably like, hey, you bought a house, love you. You probably
Yeah.
didn't
See you
keep
later.
up with them every day.
That goes back to the importance of not just providing value in your product, but provide value in your relationship, right?
Yes.
Provide value in what how you feed them as a person. That's one of the biggest things. I mean, I have clients still today in real estate that they'll just text me and we'll just keep up. We're friends. We've created a friendship because I wasn't just they weren't just a house client to me,
Yep.
you know. And so one of the biggest things is provide value in who you are as a professional, but provide value to them as a person of you being a personable friend.
Yep.
Um, and
Oh, I love
so
that.
that's an important thing to me because I think relationship is the true core to sales and just that industry as a whole. Because without understanding, like for example, in financial services, you know, relationship has to be there. You're digging
Yep.
deep and very transparent in every single thing that they do, and walking through them in their process of like, hey, yo, I'm not here financially. I want to be here financially. Okay, what do
Yep.
your habits look like? What are you working with right now? Sometimes that's really hard for people to just be open with. In terms of real estate, you're working with somebody who is, which they feel they're signing their whole life away for the
Yep.
very first time.
Yep.
So it's my value is in who I am as a professional. My
Mm.
value is who is in what I do, but my value also needs to be in my personality and how I am to them and how I treat them after the sale's done. Because everybody's gonna assume, oh, he's good to me because he wants to sell. But if I show you that I'm good to you after the sale, you just know that that's my integrity and that's my character.
Ooh. Ooh, I love that. Well, hey, if you're just joining us or you're watching this later on YouTube or whatever social media platform, we are introducing the Speak with Your Client, Not at Them
Yes.
launch and initiative for Speak with People. We are becoming the number one client communication a series for service-based leaders. Like this is it. Like we want to put our stake in the sand and say, "Hey, we're going to help you as a client-focused leader, whether you're a financial advisor, you're a real estate agent, insurance, hospitality, sales, just one-on-one communication. We want you to come to Speak with People because we want to continually be giving you ideas and help you, just like this conversation that we're having. I mean, Corey just gave just some tremendous wisdom that he's learned from a very successful sales career and stuff that we've got to keep going. So, what we want to
Yeah.
do today in this kind of pre webinar, next week we're going to launch off with the first training type stuff. Today, what we want to do is we want to introduce to you who is all who are all the leaders in the Speak with Your Client. I'm calling it a mega series, Corey. Mega,
Mega. Mega.
mega,
Like
because
Texas big.
like Texas big because it's 18 episodes.
Let's
18.
go.
Here's the thing. Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, one of your drives, one of your walks, one of your, times on the elliptical or the bike, put it in your earphones and see if these conversations could spark transformation. Maybe you could learn a great idea to, put in your systems. Maybe you could learn a great idea. Or maybe you could have something revealed to you. Like every time I talk to an older potential client, I'm nervous and I got to figure out why that is. So this is a giant series. It launches next Monday
Yeah.
and we're putting it all out there. So what Corey and I are going to do is we're going to go through all the different guests. We're going to tell you about them. And then after this airs, I'm going to link their websites and their information in the comments so you can go check out everybody. Because here's Corey, I don't even know what happened. Like some of the world's leading uh, experts signed on to the series, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I hate to reveal as well. Later in the week, we're going to actually reveal who our brand new sponsor is for the Speak with
Okay.
People podcast. And so, man, it's a banner week. This is going to be huge.
It's because of consistency and dedication, because
Boom.
information never hurt anybody. You know more about business now than you did 15, 10, 20 years ago. The
Wow.
only difference between then and now was experience and education. So think about where education can take you from where you are now to where you want to be.
Yep. Ooh, 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 man, ooh, so good. That's you can't say tweetable anymore. I don't know if you say exable. That's ex,
Letterable,
X, X, I don't know. All right.
I don't know.
So 18 weeks, what we want to be able to do for sales professionals, financial advisors, hospitality executives that deal one on one is we wanted to bring in a whole gamut of different leaders to help you improve kind of in a full faceted way. So we just didn't want to teach you. There's so much on YouTube about how to sell. Like
Yeah.
there's, how to ask consequential questions and how to put the pressure on. We wanted to help you develop holistically. And so
Yes.
the first guest, and I'm gonna work from behind all the way up. And so the last guest in the series, and I'm gonna see if this works. Tell me if this works or not. Boom. This is his
Yeah.
website. His name is Mike Kelly, and he runs this financial planning organization. I found Mike online. He's written this great book called Leader Fluence: The Secrets of Leadership. What
Love that.
what a great title. Is that not a great
Leader
title?
fluence. Leader fluence.
Leader
Secrets of,
Fluence. I'm going
secrets
to
of
put it back
leadership.
up. Back and forth. Leader Fluence: Secrets to Leadership, Essential to Effectively Leading Yourself and Positively Influencing Others. I mean, Corey, that's it. Like when it comes to, you know, mastering client communication, we first have to have self leadership. And so his episode is how to lead yourself first, the key to becoming a
Yeah.
leader worth following.
Because there's no secrets to being a leader. Sorry. Let me and stay with me. There's no secrets to accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish as a leader. It's about the things that you change that you're doing now, right? John Maxwell says this beautifully. He says, people have uphill goals, right? And uphill aspirations, but they have downhill habits. That is a beautiful thing. Like
Mm,
there's no secret out there to be a better person. It's just about changing the things that you are doing now
yep.
and changing those habits. And so I love that. And I think always putting out there's never too much personal development, never too much professional development. And if you are a professional and you think you have it all together, you're wrong. And that's why you're in the same spot you've been in.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. And what we hope that you'll be able to do over the course of the series too. This is Mike's LinkedIn page. We're going to make sure you know all of the different LinkedIn pages for our guests so you can connect with them. But
Definitely.
we're also going to give away some of his books during the series. And so
Love it, Mike Kelly. I love it,
guest
Mike Kelly.
guest number
And
one.
you're a brother. Come on.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so this one is super fun. The next guest we are going to do, his name is Sebastian Rusk, and
Ooh,
his episode is called "Why You Should Podcast to Speak with Your Clients."
ooh,
Okay. So he has a business called the Podcast Launch Lab, and he teaches leaders just like you and I, Corey, how to launch a podcast. Because so many leaders, I think, listening are going, I can't, I don't, I don't, I don't have what it takes to do a podcast. Yeah, you actually do. And Sebastian teaches you this is another angle to build trust with your clients because you're going to be
wow.
speaking right to them. I mean, it's
I
just
love that.
it's
I
just
love
awesome.
that. I love that.
And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if anybody becomes a podcaster or guests out of this. This is Sebastian's LinkedIn page. He
Listen.
he is such a great guy. You're going to learn so much. And here's what I love about Sebastian. You just never know what he's going to say. Like he is
Beautiful. Sebastian, let's talk on a podcast. Come on. I'm that same person. Let's
right.
just let's just what's it called? Improv. Let's run it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's just awesome. All right. So next up, Uh, oh my goodness, Corey Riker. Corey's going to talk to
Wow.
us about selling to different generations. Now, I don't have a website for you,
Yes. That's okay.
but we're going to get that rocking and rolling,
We will.
and we're going to get going with that. But what I loved about this episode is you taught us, uh, you know, sometimes I watch you with other leaders, and I'm like, boy, he doesn't realize he should probably be afraid. Like, right? He's young, he's younger than these leaders. He's walking right into a room where, you just come in as you with confidence
Yes.
and you talk to them, whether they're older, whether whatever race or nationality they are, whatever position, And that's what I love about this podcast. And you get pretty vulnerable about your own communication struggles, what you've had to overcome with it over in life. And if somebody listens to this and is not like, I'm ready to like charge the mountain, then shame on them, because you gave us like tons of motivation for this episode.
It's the thing about it, Jason, is you and I share the same faith, but I, I know who I am. I know
Yep.
who I am and how I'm created, and my Lord didn't make a mistake.
Yep.
And so the reason to be scared is I'm speaking with a person that has maybe more accolades than I do. They're more seasoned in life than I am. But they, at the end of the day, they are a person and they go home and they still have feelings. And
Yep.
so that is the mindset that I've had to hold, of being able to have the beautiful opportunity to meet and sit down with some incredible people. But I know my vision and what I want to accomplish. And in order to do that, I need to put myself in rooms with the right people.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. Next up, an old friend of mine. Like, I go 20 years back with him. His name is Ryan Coral. He is the CEO and president of this organization, Tell Studios. And Ryan is one of the best videographers, creative minds that you'll ever meet. Producers. He's going to teach us how to use video to connect, engage, and sell. And he's going to talk to us about authentic brand storytelling. Ryan Coral is absolutely amazing. This is his
Love it.
LinkedIn page. He is a phenomenal leader. And one of the things that it just kind of shocks me a lot sometimes with leaders is they don't want to do this a lot, right? They don't want to get on camera. They're like, we don't know where to look. They start doing the
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby thing. What do I do with my hands? What's happening? But leaders today, we've got to communicate digitally. We've got to communicate digitally. And, Ryan's going to teach us how to do that, because imagine what would happen for your business if you came on once a week and you just said, say you're a financial advisor and you came on today and you're like, okay, other financial advisors, you may need to know what to say to your clients in a volatile market like it is right now. So let me give you three great things to say. Boom.
Be the professional in your area.
Ooh, boom. Next up is a great leader I actually met in downtown Pittsburgh. His name is Toby Carlin. He's been with LPL forever. He's a financial advisor at Northwest Investment Services. I had dinner at Corey. Oh boy. I had dinner at, what was it called? Del Marco's in downtown
Demar.
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The steak was it was one of the best experiences of my life.
How did you eat your okay? The important thing is how you eat your steak.
Oh, yeah. It's a medium. Yeah,
Oh,
medium
okay.
all day. I used to
Okay.
be a mid rare guy, but I'm like, you know,
I like medium rare. I like medium rare, medium. I'm right there.
yep, yep, absolutely. But Toby, he's going to talk to us. He's been doing this 30 years. He's going to talk to us about how to truly understand your clients, because he just knows, and the wisdom he gives is it's unreal. Like, this episode is powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, next
Love
up,
this.
great episode from Dave Resegui. He is going to teach us about the number one mistake leaders make when asking for referrals. And Dave has
Ooh,
an
I
incredible
like that.
business called the Resegui Group. And he trains financial advisors, he trains project managers, specialists, and oh my goodness, I have learned so much from Dave just in the short time that I'm getting to know him. And this episode was powerful. I mean, he really unpacked some things that
He's in my neck of the woods.
yeah. He is not far from you at all. And it was powerful. We had a great conversation. Okay, so our next guest, we're going to talk about how to be fully present for your clients. And uh, this leader, when we got on the interview to talk to each other, he's like, just call me Singh. He's like, my Indian name is too difficult to pronounce. So he's like, I just have everybody call me Singh. So he he is. I mean, when it comes to your thought process, how to how to be fully present. I mean, he taught us just an absolute ton, and
I love that.
another absolutely great leader. One of the things that stuck out that he taught in this episode is that when we sit down with our clients, for the first 15% of the meeting, our brains are still 85% connected to what we were just doing.
Mm.
So if you're racing from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting, you're never fully present for your clients.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
why you
yeah,
have to make sure you have time in between, and then you do some type of a mindfulness exercise. I would have made fun of Jason 20 years ago if I'd have been like, okay, let's do a mindfulness exercise. I've been like, what is your problem?
yeah,
But the reality is, these devices, our brains are going a million miles an hour. If before you head into it, a meeting with your client, you take a second to just get into the right mind space, make sure you're focused on them,
yeah.
powerful, powerful things can
A
happen.
great thing that I heard, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, but a great thing that I heard is schedule your times to get on your phone and to do what you need to do,
Oof.
whether it's answering your text, your emails, because what will happen is you will get on your phone and you will lose 2 hours of your day, or you will put yourself behind just by doing that. Schedule those times so you can be as present as you can within the connections that you are making.
Oh, wow. I love that. It's like little treats throughout the day because we are addicted. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Like, we're just now an addicted generation. And to be able to, that takes it to like hyperdrive discipline. That's
Let's
amazing.
open up PA phone anonymous. Let's do it.
Yep.
Have a whole class on it.
Yep.
Great.
I'm Jason. I'm addicted. My screen time is. Can you imagine if we like had to like go around the room and tell your screen
Hey.
time?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
That'd
awesome.
be insane.
Okay, our next guest. When I say we have like worldwide leading experts, we do. I interviewed this gentleman. He's from Sydney, Australia. His name is Oscar Trimboli, not to be
Oh,
confused with an incredible Italian dish called a stromboli, but he is an expert on listening. And
oh,
he has got an amazing book we're going to give out during the series for free. If you're in the speakers group on Facebook or you're in the Speak with Your Client group on LinkedIn, you'll be
yeah.
able to sign up for one of those freebies. But he teaches us. I mean, it is powerful. It's powerful.
Oscar,
And
I gotta say this in terms of the community. Like, listen, being in speak with people, being in communication, I could also utilize it because my wife says I have this thing called selective hearing.
yeah,
And listen, my parents told it to me growing up, and maybe they're right. So Oscar, I need you, man.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, he I'm telling you, the things that he taught during this episode, it was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Okay, next up is Larry Levine. He is the mastermind behind Selling from the Heart. And he's got two great books, Selling from the Heart and then Selling in a Post-Trust World.
Oh, I
Oof.
love that.
I mean,
I love that.
we do business with who? People we know, like,
Yeah.
and trust. And if you're not doing everything you possibly can uh, to be highly relational, to build trust, like look at his website. Trust is the currency of sales success. I mean, gosh,
Oh,
it's so powerful.
love it.
And Larry's website, like Oscar's, is just filled with free resources. And so we're going to keep pointing you towards those resources because they'll help in a powerful way. And so each of them has different resources you're going to be able to do. So
Yeah, I love that.
okay, we're more than halfway through. And Corey, any of these like sticking out to you? Like, holy cow, this is going to
Well,
rock
first,
me.
love them all, right? Love them all because I think taking all of these different leaders and putting them together, you're getting all different perspectives. That's why I love so much about the Speak with People podcast is that all these different leaders are coming together and you're getting all different directions of things that you can utilize for your business, right?
I
There's no
love it.
excuses. No excuses.
You know what I
What I
love?
will say
Go ahead.
What I will say for me is that if you wanted to, you could pull up my LinkedIn page, or Instagram page, whatever that looks like to you. If you wanted to have something to put up, totally up to you. Yeah, that's what I have
Yeah,
to say to
well,
that.
and we'll make sure we link those below. But I love what you just said, picking back what you said, because last week I interviewed a woman from New York City. She was a public defender in New York
Yeah,
City, quite a job. And then she
crazy.
she got she got burned out, and she started an organization called Embrace Change, and she specifically wanted to help women of color find their voice. And
Wow,
and so,
I love
like when I first looked at her LinkedIn page, I was like, there's no way she's coming on the Speak with Pooh podcast. She has 175,000 connections on LinkedIn. I kid you
that.
not.
I'm new. Listen, I'm new in the LinkedIn area.
I
I
love it.
need help.
I
I'm
love it.
brand new this year. I feel like, when I opened up my LinkedIn, I thought I was Amish because I felt like I was going back in time. But, like, I need help.
Well,
I
we're
need
going to
help.
help you. We're gonna help you get you connected. It's gonna be awesome.
Let's go.
Okay, we're rounding second here with guests. Let's go to the next one, and he's a legend. He's a National Speakers Association Hall of Fame speaker. His name is
Wow.
Bill Cates. Cates, not Gates, but Bill
Okay.
Cates. He's got a brand new book out called The Language of Referrals. You can actually see that
Oh,
on his website.
oh,
But
Bill Gates.
Bill Cates, his website is actually a great model for anybody who's wanting to make sure. Look at this, right away, boom, free high content e-guide. I mean, I downloaded this, the 3 R's of relationship marketing, super helpful.
Mhm,
He's just got a ton of, this is all the information about his books, and he's a powerhouse on LinkedIn.
mhm.
And his website's Bill Cates Speaking, but he talks to us a lot about referrals. He was incredibly powerful. I mean, it was a great episode. We get done, and he said he's like, "Boy, I really like how lively you are." I'm like, "Well, I didn't want it to be boring,
Well,
Like,
yeah.
let's."
If that was the case, then he would think that I was, under the influence of something. Because if
Okay,
that's the
so
case,
the next one, and I love this leader. She is phenomenal.
Nikki
Uh,
Clark.
Nikki Clark, her niche is helping financial advisors market themselves. So she
Ooh,
knows financial advisors. You guys got to deal with a lot of crap, all the compliance issues, all of that kind of stuff. She knows it all, and so she's able to help. And she does great work with her
wow.
agency.
I
Uh,
love that.
Again, she's amazing. Again, she has
Nikki,
great
I love the
content.
colors. I love the colors.
Yeah, look at her. I didn't even realize you could do that with your LinkedIn headers. Look at that.
I don't even know how to like put a bio on my LinkedIn. So, Nikki, you great. This is beautiful.
How is that? Okay, that is tremendous. But we all need marketing help at times, and that's why we're having an episode
Yes.
like this, because we need to know how to do that.
Yep.
Okay, next up, golly, if there is somebody who has been a vision casting genius for Speak with People, it's Dan Cianci. He
Wow.
is just absolutely incredible. He works for a great wholesaling company. He is kind of the mastermind that kind of helped get Speak with People into the financial world. Uh,
Wow.
Dan's just brilliant. Dan's brilliant.
Dan, you have the alphabet on your bio. I
Yeah, yeah.
I
Look
mean,
at that. Look at how
I
many
just went through the
letters.
whole alphabet. Yeah.
And he's talking to us about how to ask powerful questions. How
Oh,
to ask powerful questions, and so we need to have the right questions. So next up is Kevin Thompson, and Kevin Thompson runs 9i Capital Group LLC.
wow.
Kevin is great. He's got his own podcast called the 9 Innings Podcast. He was
I
a
love it.
major leaguer for doesn't matter how long, but
Yeah.
and
Major
so
leaguer.
he did it, and he got into the financial investment world.
Mhm.
And Kevin's this was a fantastic interview. Like, he is. I love when we take off like the handcuffs and we're like, okay, I'm just going to
Yeah.
share. And
Yeah.
he said some fun stuff. Like this episode, he really kind of teaches us how to unlock our clients' potential. And so he
That's
really
great.
dove into that. And it
That's
was, yeah, it was incredible. Like we learned a ton. So we're rounding third. We've got four left, Corey. Like when I said this is like a giga series, this is like a Tesla, giga plant. This is how
wow.
much stuff.
Wow. I love it.
So our next guest is the CEO of Learn It. Learn It is an incredible organization. They provide training and development for companies of all shapes and sizes.
Love it.
And Damon Lemby is his name. He has an incredible podcast as well called The Learn It All Leader. He wrote a book called The Learn It All Leader, and we dive into how we lose clients when we stop learning. You talked about a minute ago. You listen to a lot of podcasts. We have to.
Yeah.
Leaders have to listen to
Yeah.
a lot of podcasts. They have to read a lot of books. You have to keep growing your brain, and it's incredibly important.
Yeah. Yeah. It is important because the thing about it is when you create comfortability, when you're just comfortable in what you do, you're not growing. There's nothing happening for you. You need to
Yep.
be uncomfortable. You need to continuously learn what you could be doing that you're not doing now to grow.
Yep. Yep. I love it. We've got three more left. Uh, Dennis Yu. Dennis Yu.
Ooh.
Uh, I don't even know what to say. Dennis has been around the block in the software engineering world. He worked for Yahoo way back in the day, American Airlines, software engineer. He is a SEO uh, expert, one of the world's leading experts. You name the podcast. He's been on over 850 podcasts. He has worked with some of the largest companies in the world, Rosetta Stone, Golden State Warriors. I mean, like the list of stuff that he's worked on.
Love it.
He's got a
Oh my
great book
goodness.
called The Definitive Guide to TikTok Advertising.
Exactly.
Um, 41,000 followers on LinkedIn. Uh, just crazy. Just crazy. This interview was so powerful. He was absolutely incredible. And yeah,
I'm
just
loving TikTok more and more. I'm loving TikTok more and more. I can't stand being on it, but I'm loving it more and more.
I love it. Okay, last couple speakers. Dennis Mosley Williams. Uh, oh my goodness. Dennis is a genius. Like what we talked about, we dove into how to build client loyalty that lasts. And
Mhm.
he is an expert when it comes to, I mean, look at his thing, consultant helping brands build cult-like followings. He teaches you how to build belonging. I mean, it's just amazing. I this podcast episode was I took like 3 pages of notes. I mean,
Yeah.
he is just he's just a genius. Like it was incredible. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then Mr. Sales Gravy himself, Jeb
Ooh.
Blunt, is on the
Ooh.
podcast. Jeb has written 16 books, actually 17 and 18 come out this year. So he'll have 18 books. Uh, Jeb has 85,000 followers on LinkedIn. His podcast has millions of downloads. His YouTube channel, Sales Gravy, has tens of thousands of subscribers. Jeb was magnificent. I mean,
I
Jeb
can.
was he was a powerhouse, and like he lit a fire under me. Like for a couple reasons. One, he sent the Speak with People podcast episode with Hal Berry to his entire sales team because Hal talked to us about how to be persuasive, and I mean it lights a fire under you, and it was
Of
awesome. And
course.
then
Why
two,
wouldn't
yeah, and then two, he just pushed me like, "What are you doing for prospecting? What are you doing for calling?" I mean, it was awesome. And
That's
so
the
he
one
talks
thing that
us.
I've never been afraid of is picking up the phone.
Yep,
Picking up the phone and calling. I mean, when I started in real estate, that was just, we that was just normal. I would
yep,
call 80 to 100 people a day.
yep. It's just great. You got to do it. And then our last guest, yours truly, Speak with People.
Wow.
So
Who is this gentleman?
I know if you've never been to the Speak with People website, go check it out. And specifically, let me just tell you where to go. Go to this resource page because this is where our free resources. Leaders do the work to become exceptional communicators. Here's some tools. So right there, you can join the speakers group on Facebook. It's a free community. Every day we have different posts to help you become a better, well-rounded communicator. If you're not getting our weekly communication guide, you can sign up. We have a free communication skills library. And then look at this. This is a free course. 7 ways to
Wow.
elevate your communication.
Wow.
So you want to be a better listener to your wife, your husband, your spouse, your partner. You want to be a better
Yeah.
listener to your boss. Great. This will teach you how. It has everything on our podcast. So that's it. You talk about giga series. Whoo, that's a giga series.
That's insane. Oh, and also let me tell you something about Jason. So Jason and I are actually brothers. We both lived in Florida, but obviously I lived in Florida a little bit longer than him. He's still catching up. And that's why we just look a little bit different. But other than that, Jason is my brother. And I love to be able to be on this journey of growing a company with him and learning. I'm still learning about speak with people, and it's been a blessing and a beautiful opportunity to be a part of this. And just the drive, the vision, and the grit that Jason has. I just wanted to give that to him to say, oh, like, I'm thankful for it, because not only do people light a fire under you, Jay, you light a fire under me, and
Oh,
I'm thankful for that.
I love it. Well, thank you. Okay, so that's it. That's the reveal for the podcast series. Along with this, later in the week, we're going to do a reveal of the blog writers and the webinar trainers. We also are going to have on April 14th, you're going to be able to download our newest ebook, which is called the High Trust Sailboat, the High Trust Sales Playbook, the High Trust Sales
Mhm.
Playbook. Where in it, I go through the 7 different client conversations that you got to have, and then the 7 different layers of a client story. Because if you know how to get deeper into a client story, you unlock layers of trust and they're more willing to say the word yes. And that's what we
Yeah,
want to be able to do. So you're going to be able to
yeah.
download that for free. But every single week, this is crazy. 3 podcast episodes are going to air, a blog post, a training seminar. There's going to be quotes going all over the place on all of social media, in the speakers group and in the speak with your client group on LinkedIn. There's going to be stuff. So this is your time. If you're in sales, you're a financial advisor, you're a real estate agent, lean in. This is all free resources for you,
Man.
and get transformed. This is going to be a
Yeah.
great series. Cannot wait for this to begin. Corey,
Beautiful.
thank you for hosting this with me today. This was
Hey,
huge.
listen, it took me 2 coffees, man. I'm like, I don't really drink coffee, but now that I've been, I'm like jittering. I'm like this, right? Only
You're
because
ready.
I know what's gonna come from this. I know what is going to come from all of the different perspectives and the professionalism of everybody. And just I'm excited to learn, because this isn't just for everybody out there. This is for us too.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is gonna be huge. Also, we're gonna make
Wow.
available the speaking action figure. So if you want a new toy, instead of getting a army guy or athlete,
Oh yeah.
it's time. It's time to get a
I
speaker.
have one of those. I have one of those. And it's actually, the thing about it's cool is I have one of those, and they're of me. It's really a Michael B. Jordan action figure from Creed, but it is the same, and it looks really good. And I'm gonna use it, man.
I love it.
So
I love the AI like totally changed my face because I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is not me, but it was too funny. It was too funny. All right. Corey Riker, thank you so much. Hey,
kind
if
of play.
you're interested in getting a training event for your company, Corey's the person to talk to. Email Corey@speakwithpeople.com, and he'd love to talk with you right away so we can come in
Let's
and
go.
help you transform your client and your interpersonal communication skills. It's going to be
Would love
incredible.
to help you. Would love to help, and I'm looking forward to a conversation. Again, Corey@speakwithpeople.com if you are looking for a training. Let's go.
All right. We'll see you, Corey, next week, and looking forward to all that's coming with this series. We'll see you.
Let's go. Thank you so much.